We're in San Mateo today on the campus of Roblox. Roblox, if you don't know, is a company that does online gaming and is considered to be a very strong platform company, which I believe has a significant future. It represents something that I've invested in and brings up the bigger topic of how do you invest in great companies. So I start by saying, if you want to accrete wealth, find great companies to invest in them, whatever you can afford to do, and sit on them while they continue to be great. This is the Charlie Munger approach to investing, and it did him obviously very, very well. When it comes to finding great companies, you can either do it yourself by going online and doing your research. There's plenty of information on public companies regarding their business model, success factors, risk factors. You can look at their balance sheet. You can do various things to get comfortable. And if you have conviction in a company, like I have a conviction in this company, then you can make an investment. Now, if you're not comfortable in investing in individual companies, and most people aren't, they're just not good stock pickers and they don't want to take the time and effort to do so, then another way of doing it is just investing in index funds. And the most famous of all index funds is the S&P 500 index fund, which I'm also an investor in. There, you let others basically make the decision on which companies are great enough to be in the S&P 500, and you rely on that as a vehicle to get into great companies. The latest example that just got onto the S&P 500 is Uber. And for us, Uber is another great platform company that's got a great future. I don't believe Roblox is on the S&P 500 yet, but there's no reason, if it's as successful as I believe it can be, that it won't ultimately be an S&P 500 company. It's certainly on the NASDAQ, which is another great place to go. You can find NASDAQ ETFs that do invest in technology companies such as Roblox, and so you can go that direction as well. But again, the purpose of this is to let you know that there's a lot of great companies out there, and to accrete wealth, you need to invest in the stock market, and you need to be patient and not panic. Roblox has gone through some ups and downs. A couple of quarters ago, it wasn't doing that well. It didn't have great results. You don't panic. I believe in Roblox for the long term, and therefore I'm a very patient investor, and I don't have to worry about inter-quarter up and down. And you buy it and you look for opportunities maybe to add your investment if the time is right. But this is how you do it. This is what I call sound long-term investment thinking. Find good companies that are at a good price, a fair price, and sit on them forever, and you will accrete lots of wealth. Let me give you a couple of other examples of investments that I have made and why I've made them. Bank of America. I like Bank of America. I do business with Bank of America. I actually bank with Bank of America. I understand the bank and how it makes money. That's another important point. I know how Bank of America makes money. I've studied the various revenue streams they have. They're all very powerful. I believe in the bank. And yes, there are other banks, but I happen to like Bank of America. Okay, getting back to Uber for a moment. I bought Uber knowing that it was going to be a great platform company. I bought stock in Uber before it went public. That actually was not a good idea. I paid more than the IPO price, but I didn't panic. When Uber dropped from 45 to the mid-20s, I just held on to it. In fact, I bought some more. So I used it as an opportunity to dollar cost average, and I had conviction in Uber because I knew it was a great platform company that was going to be generating multiple revenue streams in the future, and as it turns out, that's exactly what they're doing. They're a platform company that has a great business model, and I believe in their business model, just like I believe in the Roblox business model for the long term. And that's what I really want to say. You have to have some conviction to believe in the companies that you invest in so that you don't, if they stumble a quarter or whatever, you don't panic. You never panic. You buy, you hold, you don't panic, and you do very well with these stocks. Other companies I like for the long term are basically what they call in the United States the Magnificent Seven. They're very large-scale platform companies that got the wherewithal to invest in and market and monetize an an AI strategy. So artificial intelligence is big here. I'm talking about the Microsofts, the NVIDIAs, the Googles, the Amazons of the world. They all have the ability to create and showcase an artificial intelligence solution for business and individuals, but mostly for business. And I believe that that's where we're going. And these companies are uniquely positioned because of their financial strength to be able to take advantage of artificial intelligence. They will create their own ecospheres, and others will come onto their platforms to use their artificial intelligence to make their business services work. So again, there are platform companies which I believe have almost endless possibilities in terms of revenue streams. That's what I look for.